Hey guys, it's the Rideshare Chaplain, getting off of work, and just thought I'd make a quick video. I'm not gonna drive tonight. I've got the weather here is really bad. We've got bridges flooding out and stuff like that. The rain is really bad, and I'm titled my video tonight. I want to talk about this Snitch app that I heard the Rideshare professor talk about, Dustin talk about. Listen. You know, I've spent my whole life in law enforcement and, you know, in a law enforcement career or whatever. And, I mean, there's no due process for the driver, okay? This new thing that Uber's doing with this Snitch app, this is going to increase false complaints on drivers expeditiously. You know, and there's no need. The handwriting's on the wall, guys. They're obviously trying to reduce the number of drivers, and maybe that's how they're gonna do it. These entitled passengers, man, they're gonna be submitting false claims left and right, and you're not gonna be able to win. The last video I did, I talked about having a dash cam. You know, the same kind of dash cam we wear when I work in law enforcement. I wear a dash cam. You know, it wouldn't hurt to have a dash cam getting in and out of the car. And now with this Snitch app, you know, where you be sitting in the back, you think you're having a decent conversation with somebody, and they're writing, you know, they're typing stuff and sending a false report in, figuring they can get a free trip. Well, the only thing I can think of to try to help fight back, and I'm going to tell you, I talked to 2 more lawyers this week that I work with, and they tell me that if you send a subpoena, you go to small claims court and send a subpoena to Uber, they have to release the passenger information. And if there's a false claim, we're going to have to start suing these passengers. Okay? When it's, you know, granted, sometimes there are bad drivers and maybe sometimes things happen, but the majority of what this is going to be used for is passengers trying to get a free trip. And they're going to be lying on drivers. And so, you know, and I hear people saying you got your dash cam. That's good for outside the car, inside the car. But what about when you get out to take the luggage out? And that's why I now wear a dash cam when I do Uber, just like I wear a dash cam on my everyday job. The other thing you can do, and I thought about this, there is an app I found. You can type in, there are apps out there that will monitor your brake pressure, your speed, and your driving behavior. And you can record it. It records it. And then you can download it every day and keep it as a record. So if someone accuses you of driving erratically or speeding, which I thought Uber already was able to monitor that stuff, you know. I think Uber, you already had entitled passengers. You've just thrown your drivers, you've just sent us a message that we mean absolutely nothing to you. And so, guys, the only way this culture is going to change is we're going to have to fight back. You know, talking and pleading with the drivers to not file false claims, that ain't going to mean nothing, you know. And I was listening to Dustin, you know, he was telling them, drivers, please don't be a SOB and do this, that. They're not listening to that, Dustin. They don't care about people that do this are self-entitled jackasses who only care about themselves. Okay? And they will do anything, and they don't think about it affecting your family. They don't think about it affecting you being able to make extra money for your family. And I think this is going to get people deactivated. And I think the only way to fight back is if drivers start filing complaints in small claims court and learning how to go to your local jurisdiction and file for a subpoena and send it off to Uber, they have to honor a legal court document, and they have to release the information. And if you got a dash cam and you also have an app that's recording your braking and your speed and your driving and all like that, and then you can, that's the only way I know that you can refute this. In the meantime, guys, you need to come up with your other plan. I'm getting real close to getting my chauffeur stuff going. that's going to be my thing, because I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to drive for Uber under these conditions. Okay? You got to always be worried about somebody filing a false claim. Always worried about this, that, and the other. And so they have created a hostile work environment, basically. And I don't know, maybe that's something we can talk to an attorney about. Hostile work environment, okay? You got to always be looking behind your back. To give a passenger the ability to be texting about you while you're driving and filing false claims, it's bad enough now. It's going to increase tenfold now, okay? So watch your speed when you got a passenger in the car. Drive the speed limit. Try not to do erratic braking or improper lane change. Just drive the best you can. Get them there. Make sure you got your dash cam going. The other thing I would say, download the app that's going to manage or keep a record of your speed and your braking and your driving, okay? The apps I was looking at, they know when you put your signal on. They know when you're braking. They know all that. So there are apps out there that do that. And there's even programs out there you can buy that do that. And you have to pay a monthly fee or whatever. I would say research that. At this point, you're almost going to have to do that, because just dash cam alone, I don't see how you're going to defend yourself with just dash cam, guys. So, sorry to say, I thought at one point Uber might have been getting better, but I guess it's not. I guess they don't care nothing about us, y'all. So we got to protect ourselves. So as you're out there driving, just be extra careful about your speed. And I don't like that at all. I just think that is so tacky that Uber's doing that. And I'm wondering, is this retaliation for AB5? Are they retaliating on the drivers doing this? Because they got to know. They're not stupid. They got to know they're going to get a lot of false claims. And then they'll be punishing drivers by just deactivating them. So, you know, maybe we need to figure out a way to boycott them. And I know nobody's going to want to do that, because everybody's trying to make that money. But unless we stand together, they got us, okay? And the only way I know to combat this is to have an app that monitors your braking, your speed, and whatever you do. When the time they get in the car, just do the speed limit. Make sure you don't do any erratic braking. And I guarantee you, even if you drive perfect, they're gonna use this. People gonna be making false claims about you. Keep your dash cam. More reason you should have a large chip in your camera. Okay, I got the Blue Sky, and I put the biggest chip I could put in there, because I'm keeping all of my videos now for real. It's getting real, guys. So all I can say is protect yourself. That's all you can do. And I'm just blown away that they went this far. I think Uber has gone too far. And it's really time to consider having your backup to your backup. Have something else to do, I'm telling you. And, have something else to do, and then phase out of Uber into your next thing. Because, this is like having a penny ante job. As soon as you don't stand right, you sneeze wrong, they ready to get rid of you. And they are putting the passengers over the drivers. I wish to God we could get everybody on the same page and just boycott Uber for 2 or 3 days over something like this. And I bet that would get their attention, probably a week. Just nobody Uber nowhere. And say, until you get rid of it, this is an unfair situation. That's absolutely, we have no way to defend ourselves. They're back there accusing us of stuff. You're trying to drive them to a location. And I just think, and they have no consideration for the driver's safety, none whatsoever. So I'm going to be phasing Uber out. I'm going to slowly phase Uber out as I get my chauffeur's license and I get into my business. I'm going to be driving Uber less and less, and eventually not at all, because I think that they have turned into just tyrants, really. Okay, and that's all I know to say about it. If anybody got any suggestions, are you worried about this thing? I'm concerned about it. A Snitch app, can you believe that? And they call it a Snitch app. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And so, if they're going to come, and then they do nothing to passengers when they act up. So, guys, the writing's on the wall. get your plan B together, because it's gonna get worse. And I foresee a lot of drivers unjustified being deactivated over this crap. So like I say, have a good evening. When I heard that, I couldn't believe it. So my prayer is that this thing, they'll have enough protests on this that they'll change their mind. And this is really bad. I think this is really bad for drivers. But let's pray that God will give us favor and they'll reconsider this. Because Uber, you need to reconsider this. This is awful. And you do nothing for the driver to protect the driver. And you're going to see an increase of bad reports on drivers, and I guarantee you most of them will be fake lies, and people not having a bad day. They back there making up stuff on you while you trying to take them to their trip. Boy, it's something else. It's getting to be, it ain't worth it. So tell me what you think. I was pretty bummed out when I saw that, and it's time to start reconsidering whether you should drive for Uber. Perhaps you need to think about another type of, start your own business, because clearly they don't care anything about the driver. Nothing. All right. Until next time, may you be blessed in your rising up and your laying down as you walk along the way. And I'm reminded of a scripture that says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It's raining like cats and dogs here for the last 4 or 5 days, man. It's just like, and they're supposed to get down to 30 degrees tonight, and they talking about it's going to freeze. So I'm not going to, that's a negative. I'm not going out to drive tonight. So I'm just going to go home, relax. I'm not Ubering out tonight. It ain't worth it. We've already had reports of like three roads have washed out. So it's not safe to be out here tonight. So I'm just going to go home. All right. You guys be blessed until next time. Talk to you later. Leave a comment, a like. Let me know you're hearing me. And I could probably use a little encouragement on it, because I'm about ready to just give up Uber altogether over this. I just think it's terrible. I don't see how you're going to be able to beat this. I mean, we got to go to the point. We got to have an app to monitor, to be able to defend ourselves on our braking and our speed. And, a lot of chauffeur companies, they have that anyway. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. A lot of insurance companies do it. For a discount, they monitor your speed. They monitor your braking and all that. And your driving, whether you're driving erratic or not. And if you maybe you already have an insurance company that you're doing that with, that'll share a report with you every 30 days that you can keep on file. So in case some fool complains or makes a false allegation against you, you can use that for defense. All right, I'm at Walmart. I got to run in here and pick up something for the wife, and then I'm going home. Have a great evening. I'll talk to y'all until next time. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.